Welcome back to Hollywood Buzzing, where today we're talking about Kaley Cuoco and the recent photos that have sparked renewed attention, not because of controversy, but because of confidence. Kaley Cuoco has spent years winning audiences over with sharp comedic timing, emotional range, and a natural on-screen presence that made her one of the most recognizable faces in modern television. From early breakout roles to long-running sitcom success and later dramatic performances, her career has been built on consistency and adaptability. Recently, a series of photos shared from a quiet, relaxed moment away from sets and studios began circulating online, quickly gaining traction across entertainment spaces. As the images spread, the conversation that followed was telling. Rather than focusing on shock or spectacle, many fans noticed how comfortable and self-assured Kay appeared. After decades under constant public visibility, she seemed genuinely at ease, embracing a personal moment without overthinking how it might be received. For longtime followers, this balance between privacy and openness felt familiar, part of an evolution they've watched unfold over years. What makes the discussion particularly interesting is how clearly it reflects change. Early in her career, Kay was often framed within narrow expectations, defined largely by one type of role or image. Over time, she steadily reshaped that narrative. By taking on diverse projects, stepping into producing, and choosing roles that challenge perception, she expanded how audiences view her both professionally and personally. These photos landed in that same space of growth, not as a reinvention, but as a continuation. Online reactions were mixed but revealing. Supporters praised her confidence and authenticity, pointing out that self-expression doesn't diminish talent, discipline, or professionalism. Others used the moment to highlight a familiar issue: how celebrities, especially women who grow up in the spotlight, are often judged more harshly for appearance than for decades of work. The discussion quickly moved beyond the images themselves and into broader conversations about standards, expectations, and how little room public figures are given to simply exist without commentary. Kay herself has spoken openly in past interviews about growth, self-acceptance, and learning to find balance between career demands and personal life. Viewed through that lens, these photos feel far less like a headline grab and much more like a natural reflection of someone comfortable with where she is now. There's also a wider takeaway here. In an era where images travel faster than context, it's easy for surface-level reactions to dominate the narrative. But moments like this often open the door to deeper conversations about confidence, agency, and how public figures choose to navigate visibility on their own terms. As the buzz begins to settle, what remains is perspective. Kaley Cuoco's impact has never been defined by a single viral moment. It's built on years of work, resilience, and a steady willingness to grow beyond expectations placed on her early on. In the end, these photos may trend briefly, but the lasting impression comes from consistency, showing up authentically, embracing change without fear, and continuing forward without apology. A reminder that confidence itself is often the most powerful statement of all here on Hollywood Buzzing.